Noiramore Academy, one of Drakenspire's most prestigious schools with over 500 years of storied history. The current headmaster, Julius Claiborne, is a former general who runs our school with military precision and discipline. Our wonderful planet of Mischievous is home to a great many talents in resonetic abilities. And Noiramore's teachers are uniquely qualified in instructing such essential subjects. But while we specialise in resonetic talents, our other subjects are not taught any less thoroughly, and every student is encouraged to explore their unique talents in our extracurricular programs. Noiramore Academy guides our students to commit to their studies, keep sound minds, maintain their manners, and most importantly, behave in a manner befitting the reputation of our beloved institution.
Extortion, Miss Hovern. Is that really what you're up to now?
I wouldn't call it extortion, sir. I simply told the cafeteria cook that I would keep the existence of his pet vermin on the down low if he provided me with an extra brownie or two at lunchtime. It was mutual exchange that neither of us had issues with.
Yes, Judith, that's extortion. Of course he had issues with it. Thank goodness I caught you in the act.
Well, why am I the one sitting here in this office when it's the cook who is keeping vermin pets?
I've already talked with Mr. Seabrook, Judith. It's dealt with. And more importantly, none of your business. What concerns me is you. Sneaking around at night, lying to teachers, extorting staff. This is a decidedly concerning trend. Don't you want to be a good example for your sister?
Indeed. It must be hard enough for her to be younger than her classmates.
For the next month, you are not permitted to attend film club. Do you understand, Miss Hovern?
But, sir, I won't be able to see any movies outside of that club.
Hence why it's a punishment. Miss Nunatak will check that you aren't seen there.
I'll make sure of it.
Judith, head back to class, please.
Good old Seabrook didn't rat me out, it seems. Brownies weren't the only things I asked him for. Apparently, one of his old classmates from back in the day was really into puzzles. He set up some kind of secret puzzle in the history classroom years ago, and Seabrook never figured it out. Let's see if I can.
During the Onyx War, various battles were fought in the Inked Wastes. Some were relegated to land, others underground in the caverns, and many on the Inked Sea. Our fiefdom, Drakenspire, went head-to-head against the fiefdom of Northburg in a horrid conflict spanning 4 years. It irrevocably changed our fiefdom forever. Miss Cabrera, no drawing in class. Can anyone here tell me why the Onyx War was instigated? Miss Landerhoof?
Yes, ma'am. The Onyx War was started due to Northburg spies sabotaging our resonetic ring production process. Northburg took advantage of this to sell their own rings in order to gain the kingdom's favor.
A good summation, Miss Landerhoof. Can anyone else tell me why it was the Inked Wastes that were chosen as the fateful battleground?
The Inked Wastes is between the two fiefdoms. Plus, it was where we mined our ore for the rings.
Excellent, Mr. Strumps. Now, what is it about the Inked Wastes that make it a particularly terrible place to fight a war? Miss Acre?
Oh, yes, Miss Grimsby. Well, the Inked Waste is a nasty, nasty place, full of hard creatures that will gobble you up and suck out all of your blood. Oh, and of course you can't forget to mention the Surge, which will suck you down into its deep depths and fill your lungs with tar, its tendrils digging deep into your brain until...
That's quite enough, Miss Acre. Oh, quite enough. Are unit this semester will be all about the Onyx War. Since it is the most recent major conflict in Drakenspire's history, we will be studying it in depth. And speaking of which, you may have heard tell that a new science teacher will be joining us this year to replace Mr. Mason. His name is Mr. Bagshaw, and he actually worked in the Research and Development Division of the Drakenspire Army. I'm sure he will have plenty to share with you that can enhance your education. Anyway, I am now giving you the rest of the period to work on the papers I assigned to you yesterday about the instigation of the war. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Dismissed.
The note Seabrook gave me says history classroom. Page number equals number of cave hounds times number of windows plus number of desks.
Ooh, okay. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Noiramore Academy. This is a demo for a game that is on Kickstarter right now. I had some folks recommend it to me, so I figured I'd check it out, and it seems interesting thus far. Kind of a long intro cutscene, but we're gonna be checking it out. It's a puzzle game, and oh my goodness, the the character introductions are amazing. But it looks like we've already got a puzzle here. So page number equals number of cave hounds times number of windows plus number of student desks. Okay. So I'm guessing this is what we have to solve in the demo here. So it is a puzzle game. Of what books? I'm assuming a textbook. There are a lot of textbook types in here. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you're going to get in trouble for anything here, but let's have a look around. I don't want to get yelled at by the teacher. Look at this! So the setup of this game is very interesting. You can see it's got a very fascinating use of color. I love on the character designs. I don't remember her name, but I love how much the gold aspects of her character stand out. But like, the usage of minimal color here is interesting. Now, based off the name, you can kind of tell that's based off the Nord genre of films. And it's so cool. I've not really seen a game do this before, but all right, we need to try and figure out, we can look around, we can inspect things. There's a lot of things to inspect. I'm gonna have to spend some time poking about here. So inspect, I think.
Of the biggest island in the Inked Sea. It's where the Onyx tribe lives. Miss Nunatak comes from there, I think.
Okay. So we can look at a lot of different stuff this way. What are these creatures? Oh, I can talk to you.
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
That doesn't sound right.
Okay, so we don't have the answer to that yet, but there's a lot of things that we can look at. Oh, we can look at this.
A knight's helm. Some helmets try to offer protection for the horn, but that ends up blocking waves needed for combat. Besides, most healthy horns have natural current barriers that work almost as well as armor anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I like the world building for the powers here too, because I did notice our teacher doesn't have any horn at all. Instead, she has a scar, and I'm sure that's relevant. Also, that note said something about cave hounds, and I'm wondering, I see something rather hound-like up here. Maybe that has to do with what we're looking for.
Becky, Nicholas.
What do you want?
Nothing. Can't a friend just greet a friend without coming across as needy?
Huh, friend. Right. Leave us alone.
So it looks like we're not entirely well liked, and perhaps that has to do with the mischief that we've apparently been causing.
Nicholas Strumps and Becky Landerhoof. They and I aren't on the best of terms. Becky leads the school's historical reenactment club. She's a real stickler for accuracy, to an obnoxious degree. Nicholas is her boyfriend. He's a nerd about naval history and sea battles and the like. Becky hasn't talked to me in a while. Probably because of what I did at the reenactment. But I only did it because she needed to be taken down a peg. She should have thought of it as a favor, really.
Oh my goodness. Our protagonist here already has a lot of character. Both good and bad, it would seem. And it's a fun combination of traits. Oh. We can interact with this. Heavens, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Lady Judith! Greetings!
Hello, Sol.
Might I ask if the film club will have the honor of your presence today? We are watching Murder in the Depths, a delightful horror reel that combines Fellmorian and Noiramore directing technique. Additionally, I heard tell that real skeletons were used to depict the bodies of the murder victims. Oh, please refrain from informing any school staff of this fact. I do not wish to get into detention again for my interests.
I'm sorry, I just got into trouble with the headmaster. Can't join in film club for a while.
Oh, really? I'm simply crestfallen to hear such a thing. I do hope you may join us soon. A new batch of my skull-shaped cookies will be awaiting your arrival.
Deathly delicious, as you always say.
Indeed, I do.
Oh my goodness. All of the characters have so much character already, and I'm so here for it.
You mentioned getting into detention at one point. What was that for?
Have I not told you of that incident? Ah, yes, this was from before we knew one another, I believe. In the library's radio room, I and several other students had met up to share our favorite radio shows. I turned the channel to my personal pick. As it went on, a few of the students seemed to become quite frightened. The librarian came in to check on us, and when he heard what we were listening to, well, he immediately took me to the headmaster's office. Unfortunately, I was banned from turning the channel ever again.
What exactly did you have them listen to?
A series detailing the stories of serial killers.
Oh,
a tad
no.
graphic, I must admit, but also rife with educational content.
I do believe this game is going to have a bit of a spookier atmosphere, which we're a little bit late for that. I'm recording this in November, not October, but oh well. So I think the actual game itself is a murder mystery, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So you got a little bit of that ominous vibes going on here.
What's going on with the reenactment club? Becky still won't talk to me.
Oh, are you planning on rejoining? Because, to be entirely honest, Lady Judith, I do not believe you will be allowed.
I'm just curious about what you're all up to.
I see. Well, our next grand reenactment is happening in a few days' time. It will be one of our biggest yet, covering the land and sea battle of Rest Lane on the 25th anniversary of the Onyx War's beginning.
Oh yeah, Grimsby mentioned that. And I think she said that non-club students are encouraged to join, since it's so big and educational or something. I know I can't become a club member, but I could probably help out a bit in this one, right?
Lady Judith, you know that I cannot approve you or not. You would have to talk with Becky. Have you apologized to her yet?
No. Why should I have to? She was the one who started everything.
Are you sure her slights against you were reality rather than simply perceived?
I know what I saw. I can read people.
Not all books are of the same language. Other languages exist, and one person cannot know all of them. As a person who holds precious friendships with the both of you, this continued feud hurts my heart. Pray, consider taking the first step to end it.
I like the writing in this game. It's very interesting.
Gina Wendigan, resident drama kid. She was cast as a fluffbat in an upcoming school play and has been method acting for a month now.
Oh my goodness.
Her obsession got even worse when she read through the Warrior Bat books. She thinks they're actually accurate to fluffbat behavior, and now she's declared I'm part of her bat clan. Her antics can be weird, but she's a good friend. I've known her for a long time.
That's hilarious.
The play's next week, right? Are you excited for all your method acting to finally pay off?
We Fluffbats have a great appreciation for the arts. I am happy to take part in the play and make my clan proud by representing our warrior hearts.
What's going to happen to your Fluffbat persona once the play is over?
I am a true bat at heart. I don't know what you mean by persona.
In another play she was in, she was cast as a janitor, and she cleaned the whole cafeteria. And when she was cast as a tree, she stayed outside and photosynthesized for hours. She's completely dedicated to the bit. Added anything neat to your roost lately?
Oh, yes. I just added a hammock to sleep from. It's not traditional to my people, since they hang from the ceiling with their feet, but it is very comfortable, and it's hanging off the ground to keep me safe from predators.
Oh, that's right. She needed a hammock because she almost broke her horn when she tried to sleep while hanging from the rafters.
A question for you, Nightclaw Judith. I saw you've added a poster of a Psyquine man to your roost. Is this because you find him, what's the word in your language? Cute?
Gina, come on. That's just a poster for a detective holoreel. I'm not ready to like boys yet. I'm only 13.
I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to show everything in the video, but like, I just want to say, please, if what you're seeing here has seemed fun to you, please check out the demo. It's up on the Kickstarter, and it's hilarious. The character writing, already, everyone I've talked to has been so unique, and so you get such a good grasp of their personalities right out of the gate. It is well worth checking out, especially if you're interested in a mystery puzzle game of a little bit more of a spooky nature.
A statue of a cave hound. They don't have eyes, since they live in deep caves, and hunt using echolocation. Additionally, they are very good boys.
So those are the cave hounds. Okay, I already love them. This is a creature design very tailored to to my appreciation. So I think we have to keep note of how many there are in this classroom, I'm guessing. So I see 1, and I think 2, 3, 4. I don't know if there's any others that we're gonna have to keep a lookout. Am I missing any in the poster? I don't think I'm missing any in the poster, at least.
Hey Jay, what's the damage?
Banned from film club for a while.
Bummer. We just got a copy of Murder in the Depths too.
You did?
Yep. Hopefully they won't return it to town before you see it.
Almost makes me regret being such a delinquent. What are you doing?
Carving chalk. Wanna help me?
Why would I do that?
I want to make a whole set of carved chalk to give to David below me on the lake ball team. I think he'd, think it's neat or something.
Lydia, David is like 4 years older than you.
Which won't be a problem when he's a famous lake ball star in his mid-20s. Might as well make sure he knows my name before he gets famous and all. So, are you gonna help me or not? I'd do it myself, but he's leaving for a game in a few hours, and I want to give it to him before then.
I don't really want to get my gloves dirty. Can you give me a lunch token in exchange?
Ugh, sure. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Great, here's the knife. Just try to match the 3 I've already made, okay? Chip off the sides.
Okay. Oh boy. Am I gonna be any good at this? This is the question. Okay. There we go. We're careful. There we go. That looks about right. Oh, I'm glad there's a restart button, because I was like, oh no, there's more. I was like picking my way through super carefully. I'm just like chipping away at it. Which I think is probably what you have to do when you're actually doing a craft like this. You don't want to just go hacking at things. And that's 2 down. 1 more. There we go. All right.
These look fine.
Fine?
Yeah. Here's a lunch token for your time. Treat yourself.
Oh.
Thanks.
All right. We did get a lunch token for that. I wonder if we'll be able to use that here or not. Now, I've gone ahead and counted up the windows and the cave hounds here. We have our little equation if we look at our stuff. Oh yeah, we have a lunch token now too. But if I look at this, you can see page number equals number of cave hounds times number of windows plus number of student desks. So if I am correct, there were 30 desks, 13 windows, and 4 cave hounds, which means that I think, if I did the math right, we need to look for page number 82.
Bingo. Hello, little guy. I need to find a pre-war history textbook. Maybe from around the 2190s?
Oh, we found something.
Thanks. Without further ado... Huh. Interesting. A battle that took place way before the Onyx War, but it still involved Drakenspire and Northburg.
I bet I know what we need to do with that. I remember the thing we saw earlier over here? I like, too, how the use of color is used to emphasize things that you can look at. Like this stands out very well against the mostly gray classroom here. It's a very, very neat style to do the game in.
This has got to be related to the textbook, but this scene shows a different battle. Though, looking closer at the paint, it seems like this table has been used for years and was painted over whenever a new scene was needed. Platoon... company? Ugh. I don't know how many soldiers those are. Maybe I'll have to ask someone for help.
Oh boy, we might have to make nice with our feuding former friends here.
Leave us alone.
Nicholas, I need to ask you something about the military.
Huh. Becky, did you hear something? You know, I am feeling pretty darn hungry today. Maybe, just maybe, if I had an extra lunch token, my ears would clear up.
Well, no, that might be something that we can actually oblige. We have a lunch token here. So I think if we equip this and then interact, is that what it said? Give item.
Here's a lunch token. Now spill your guts, war geek.
Bribing me, I see. Fine. What's your question?
I need to know how many soldiers are in a patrol, a platoon, and a company.
Basic question. Hardly worth a lunch token, but I'll take it anyway. In Drakenspire, the average is 20 men per patrol, 40 men per platoon, and 140 per company.
Guess the reenactment club can teach useful things sometimes.
Rich. Real rich. Buzz off.
Oh, that did it. I like that they did show you where you could... Oh!
There we go.
Oh! I like that it had a little hint where it could show you what the valid positions were. But at the same time, that didn't give everything away either. Okay, can we yoink those?
Here?
Oh!
I'll have to get up there to investigate. But Grinsby will object if she sees me. Maybe I can get someone to distract her.
Oh boy, mischief's afoot. Oh! That's cool. And then I can get up here.
Lady Noiramore, the woman who founded the school. Her family remained the headmasters for 500 years until the Onyx War. As a whole, where her pupil is...
Yoink. Yoink.
Good old number 2.
Oh.
Cracked it. What's this?
Ooh. Now, I think I know what to do about this, because I did notice that, someone here is missing some gems. Okay, but I need to figure out what... Oh, I don't know if I know what order to put them in, though. Okay. We gotta figure out what we're doing with this. I see what it means by procession of the hunt. So I think it's red, green, blue. Is that blue? No, probably the... No, I don't think the hounds themselves count. Red, green, purple, blue, green, red. The question is it mirrored or not? There we go. Oh!
Just like the tapestry.
Oh, interesting.
Seabrook will probably want to see this. A bit pathetic he wasn't able to solve this puzzle, really. High King above. Now this is interesting.
Oh. That is interesting.
Considering how old this parchment looks, there could be something incredible behind this door. I've got to find it as soon as I can.
Calling all students to the entry hall. All students to the entry hall. A new teacher is arriving to the school. Please line up in formation flanking the entry doors, and let us give him a warm Noiramore welcome.
Ah, and here he is. Come now, children, follow me. 2 straight lines.
Oh. And that's it looks like. Okay. Well, y'all, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I just want to, let you guys know, I've shown a little bit of footage here, but I left out quite a lot in my editing, so if you liked what you saw, definitely do check this out, go play the demo, and if the game is still in Kickstarter, I highly suggest you guys check it out if this is something that you think you'd be interested in playing down the line, because I don't think they are fully funded yet, at least not the time that I'm recording this, but they're not too far off, and so if you want to see this game come to life, then definitely make sure you check that out, because I had a blast with this. The character writing is phenomenal. The main characters that we met were all distinct. I love our protagonist. She seems like a little maker of mischief, a little bit of a punk. Very fun sort of character, and absolutely fascinating world building. I didn't include all of the lore details in this, by the way, because I want you guys to have the chance to still check some stuff out for yourself if you're playing this on your own. So if you're interested in more of the lore of the world and how it works, then definitely go check out that demo for yourselves. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know it's a little bit of a different video, but if you do want to see more of this, then definitely check out the Kickstarter, and if the game gets funded and you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments, because I'll be happy to come back and play it. Even though it's a little bit of a departure from my normal content, I will definitely be checking this out, because I want to know what happens. It seems like a very fun world and story. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and leave this off here for today, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.